I rented out the room my brother was already moving into, so my brother Danny had a key to my place. That's important. I gave it to him like 3 years ago for emergencies, watering plants when I traveled, that kind of thing. I never took it back because, honestly, why would I? He's my brother. Danny's lease ended at the end of the month. He'd been complaining about his landlord for like half a year, so when he said he was figuring out his next move, I said something like, yeah, let me know if you need a hand. That was it. That was the whole conversation. I swear on everything. The next time I came home from a work trip, my spare room had a bunch of his boxes stacked against the wall. His old dresser was in there. There was a measuring tape on the floor and little painter's tape marks on the walls where he'd apparently been planning where his bed frame would go. He'd used his emergency key to start moving in while I was gone. I called him. Danny, what's all your stuff doing in my spare room? And he goes, oh, I started bringing the small stuff over so it's easier on the big day. The truck's booked for the 30th. Like it was settled. Like we'd shaken hands on it. We hadn't. There was no big day. I never said yes to any of this. Here's the part I didn't say out loud yet. 2 years ago, I lent Danny $8,000 so he wouldn't lose his car. He paid back maybe 600 of it and then just stopped. Every time I brought it up, he'd get this wounded look and say, you're really gonna do this to your own brother over money? So I stopped bringing it up. But I didn't forget. You don't forget $8,000. So I'm standing in this room full of his boxes and I'm doing the math. If he moves in temporarily is gonna mean 2 years and I'll never see rent. Same way I never saw that $8,000. So I put the room on the market that night. Furnished, since half of it was already furnished with his dresser. I had a viewing booked by Thursday. A nurse named Priya does night shifts at the hospital 2 blocks over. Quiet, references, first and last month up front. I said yes on the spot. She moved in that weekend. I helped her carry Danny's dresser down to the curb myself. I texted him one line. Hey, I rented the spare room out. You'll want to grab your boxes before the 30th. My phone rang 4 seconds later. You what? I have a truck booked. I gave notice on my apartment. Where am I supposed to go? I never said you could move in, Danny. You said let me know if I need a hand. That's not the same as move into my house. He lost it. I've been telling everyone I'm moving in with you. Mom helped me pack. What am I supposed to tell people? And there it is. He'd already told the whole family it was a done deal, so now backing out made me the bad guy. Classic. My mom called an hour later, obviously. Honey, he's your brother. He has nowhere to go. You can't just rent out his room. It's not his room, Mom. It's my spare room. He put boxes in it without asking me. He assumed, because that's what family does. Does family also pay back $8,000? Because I'm still waiting on that one. She got real quiet. Turns out she didn't know about the $8,000. Danny had left that part out of his whole my brother's letting me move in story. Funny how that works. Danny showed up Sunday with the truck anyway. Actually showed up, backed it into my driveway, hopped out like nothing happened. I met him at the door. Move, he said. I gotta start unloading before I lose the deposit on the truck. There's a tenant in the room, Danny. She works nights. He stared at me. You're seriously picking some stranger over your own brother? She pays rent. That's the difference. This is insane. You're gonna let me be homeless. You've got 2 weeks and a truck already loaded. Use it to find your own place. And when you do, first thing you can do is start paying me back the $8,000. He called me a heartless piece of garbage right there in my driveway, loud enough that Priya's light came on upstairs. Said I ruined his life over a room I wasn't even using. I was using it, I said. I was using it to finally get paid. Then I shut the door and slid the deadbolt, and I heard the truck idle out there for a good 10 minutes before it finally pulled away. He's been at Mom's for 6 days now. She's the one asking when he's gonna pay me back.